has been altered and corrupted, and so that I'm calling on the court to disregard the deposition. So your deposition was taken in presence of your lawyers. They didn't see it before you signed it? This is my question. My lawyers? Yes, your lawyers were present when the deposition was taken, and they read it. And they signed it, and you signed. Did you read it? I really don't know, Your Honor, if they read it or not. I don't remember if I read it. So, Your Honor, now you know my style. If you read it, you'll find out right away that it is not my style of writing. Your Honor, I ask the prosecution to read the full sentence, not stop where he chose to stop. When he says 2 rifles, he should continue reading, saying that, but I don't remember, because it has been a long time, since 1982. Yes, Mr. Rauf, I was upset personally. I was upset because that it was coming from an Iraqi. So when it happened, I walked out of the car and I stood upright and I greeted the people. Your Honor, yes, I want to remind the prosecution to ask you the question and you ask the defendant, not to talk directly to the defendant. Yes, you have another question? You said in your deposition, yes, go ahead. You said, I would like to add that, as far as I know, that no one was injured in the incident. Is that true? Yes, I know. I know from the beginning. I understood the question. And I know what his objective is. I said that the protection is a small number. The first circle in the close circle of protection, no one was shot. But in the other circles, in the accompanying details, there were casualties. I was talking only about the closest number of bodyguards. The truth is, I really don't know exactly how many were wounded or killed, but some of them were. I ask from the court to call the attention of the defense lawyers to stop interrupting and objecting at every question I present. Yes. No, you cannot. You have no right to intervene and interrupt at every question. You have clarifications. When it's your time, you can clarify whatever and add whatever information you need. Now, for now, you leave the defendant, you leave your client answer the questions. Yes, another question? No. As far as I know, there were martyrs and injured in the force protective force that was with me, and the one that went into the farmlands to find out the culprits. No, after the incident, after you went to Baghdad. No. I'm saying during the incident. Mr. Khalil, you are a veteran lawyer. Please stop committing these kind of technical mistakes. No, I'm talking about something just the way as it happened. So I don't really need here the help of my attorneys, although that I'm honored and I'm all my due respect, but I don't need them. Yes. there was a number of dead martyrs and there was a number of injured from the protective detail and from the pilots. Among the pilots too, yes. And if you have patience, you mean after the incident, the pilots, the injury casualties of, I don't know, Your Honor, I don't know. These are details. I told you that I did not even ask about these details. How would I ask? Why would I ask about details? But after 25 years later, I don't remember. But the lawyers, if you are patient, he can provide you details. Yeah, we'll give them the chance to do that later on. Go ahead. Another question. The defendant has we have a report here addressed to the defendant Saddam from his intelligence officer Barzan Takriti, and there are observations written on the margins, and we ask him what do you think about this? What do you mean what I think about this? What is your question? This is a report that was given to you, addressed to your name, and these are your annotations on the margins, and we claim that this was this is your handwriting. Yes, listen. I was asked this kind of question before, and I said if anything appears or seems to be my handwriting, and my handwriting is known, is very much known among all Iraqis, and you can determine that if it is my handwriting or not. And I said if anyone from the Revolutionary Council says Saddam Hussein was the only one and he acted on his own, and I will not rebuke that, except if the action is against the reputation and the principles and values of Saddam Hussein. Only then I would deny it. But I say more. Any Iraqi says that Saddam Hussein is guilty of anything that will discharge that particular Iraqi, I will accept that responsibility. If it helps any Iraqi from the north, from the south, from the center, I will not rebuke, I will not deny any responsibility, except when it's against my reputation or my principles. So let me say it again. If anything, we don't know yet if how far the forging art has reached in the world and in our country too. Any comment, any signature is proven to be of Saddam Hussein, I assume the responsibility, the total responsibility. You mean this handwriting is yours? I gave you your answer. Are you saying that this document is forged? No, I don't know. I can't say that. The truth is, you want the truth? I know that our case is political. It's not this. What you have in front of you is this evidence, these documents, and these witnesses. But I know why I was arrested by the Americans and why now I am being presented to some kind of trial, the trial of Saddam Hussein. You want me to really enter into discussing these small details? No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Anyway, I told you what I have to tell you. And yes, if you have, if he rejects the document, yes, the court thinks that the answer is enough.